What's going on, everybody? CMG here. Welcome back to another episode of our F1 Manager 24 Create a Team Career Mode. A little bit has changed since the last episode. As you can see over here, our logo is now quote unquote set in stone. Uh, I did kind of like that. I was kind of playing around with a few different things, and I kind of like the way this looks. So we're gonna roll with it because I have I spent about 30 minutes before this trying to get stuff the way I like it. And I'll show you, I changed the livery to what we're going to run for the entire season. Um, I also made a few alternative liveries that we're going to use at various races like Miami, Monza, stuff like that. Um, I won't show you those yet to not ruin the surprise, but I will show you our current livery. You see kind of preview there. Well, let's go to team branding. Look at that. Is that not the coolest looking car you've ever seen in your life? Added our title sponsor off to the side. I think that's our title sponsor because it said that it was this particular sponsor was dependent on what sponsor we chose. So if we choose a different sponsor, it'll change that without having to come in and editing it. So I like the way this looks. Looks kind of clean. Won't stop us from getting off the back of the grid though. But what will stop us from doing that is if we go, since we have money now, we can go into add a couple more research or not. Nope, can't even do that. So what we're going to do first, we're going to take a few engineers away from this. And we'll add the rest into what we're going to be doing in a second, which is we're going to be making a front wing and a rear wing. So obviously with the front wing, you want to maximize the low and medium speed corners, but you're going to lower the high speed corners. That's just what I like to do. Obviously, you can come in and do that, but it's going to take away from your other two. So I'm going to actually take away from the high speed cornering. When we minimize the lifespan, that'll kind of counteract what we're doing over here anyways. Okay, tire preservation, that's a new feature in this game. And that's basically, I think that's replacing brake cooling. For this, we're going to minimize it for the front wing, but obviously we'll look more into that future designs. Airflow sensitivity all the way down. Airflow front, we're going to go all the way up. So this thing is going to be very dependent on the front of the car, or it's going to help a lot with the front of the car, obviously, and then the low and medium speed corners. Minimize the lifespan. Now might be a bold take, because look at that. The lifespan is not very high. But honestly, our drivers might crash enough that it won't matter anyways, because we're going to have to manufacture parts to keep up with that. Front wings don't take very long to manufacture, so I'm okay with doing this. It keeps our weight down. So yeah, we'll go with that for our sliders. Go in, change that from 1 engineer to 3, because this takes a very long time normally. Okay, confirm that. And then now we're going to get our rear wing going. We're only 1 day away from our ATR period. But we ball. Obviously DRS stuff all the way up for the rear wing, cornering all the way down, sensitivity all the way down. So see, this is really not going to matter, especially when we turn our lifespan all the way down. When all these upgrades come in, they're really going to help the car. We won't be probably a points contender, but we'll be about 7th or 8th, I imagine, best car. Especially on hard difficulty. This is going to be a very interesting design process here. Change engineers to 3. I know, I think the strategy is to put 1 engineer for a first design and then don't manufacture that and then create another design with a whole team of them, and they'll share the experience, the expertise that they get from that 1 engineer. I don't know. We're not going to mess around with that. We're going to keep it simple, mainly because we're not going to have a whole lot in the way of money to work with. Even though we got a decent amount, but we got to worry about facilities and stuff, which we're going to do in this video. I forgot to mention in the last video, uh, our facilities. We start out with base level factory, wind tunnel, stuff like that. Design center level 2, but we don't have a team hub or a lot of operations buildings. So we're going to build a few of those based on how much they cost. We won't worry about that for now. Build a helipad, obviously. That's the running sort of bit there. Build the tour center, gives us a weekly income. Memorabilia room. Why not? Increase our team attractiveness, mentality. We got to increase that mentality because our guys are very down in the dumps right now. How much does this cost? We'll build the team hub. Increase mentality a little bit. And we got to build our race simulator. So see, I actually didn't use as much money as I thought. But what I want to do now is I want to level up one of our car development facilities. And I think that's going to be a factory. And that's going to cost about $7 million. So that'll take a decent chunk out of our budget. But we'll buy it. That'll get it'll be 75 days away anyways. So we're going to have to go a long time with only 2 manufacturing slots, which that's going to be fun, especially if we have a young F2 guy that's constantly crashing. That's whatever. Look at our logo. I might tweak it a little bit, but more or less that's what I like with our team logo. Now, what else was I going to say? I don't know. Let's go into our... Oh, I know what I was going to do. I was going to look at how... development focus. So I wanted to kind of focus in some stuff for various members of our team. Have them... If you give them focus areas to develop, they'll actually improve a lot quicker in those areas. And their overall will improve as well a lot quicker. But they'll also, you're sacrificing their development in other areas. So Teo Porcher here, he's got 62 overtaking, 70 defending, and 72 smoothness. So we're going to try to find something that at least overlaps with a few of these. And as you can see, race strategy is pretty close. Wheel to wheel would also be another one to consider. Don't need his pace is actually pretty good, so I think we're gonna not mess around too much with that. Won't mess around too much with that. Now we see. I think we'll focus on race strategy for now. Let's see. He's only under contract for this year, so we're gonna have to negotiate with like most of our team. So let's see. Hajar. He probably just needs to be good at everything. Yeah, 61 adaptability. I'm thinking long run pace would be pretty good. Focus area. Driving standard. I think we're just going to keep it balanced for now because he's low overall. We'll get him good in all areas because he's got a high aggression, but where's his very high development rate, so he'll get good in due time. We're kind of be patient with him. Teo's the guy we need to kind of hone in on some skills and get better in that area. Now our engineers, let's look at our... We could probably just keep him... We'll just keep it balanced, because these guys are pretty low overall. This guy's older. Yeah, most of these guys are going to keep balanced because of their overall level. Yeah. Oh, that's underfloor. Could use some work. I could focus on ground effect. I think we'll keep it. It's going to be kind of boring. We're just going to keep it balanced for most of these people. Yeah. Oh, airflow sensitivity is really bad. 55. But we ball. We'll keep it that. So leadership and training are something we need to focus on with this guy. So drill planning, we'll go with that for our sporting director. Now, I want to figure out our scouting situation. Because it says we have 2 scouting slots. Scout capacity is 2. So why don't we have any scouts? Hire additional scouts will take part in a tour of schools to promote. Oh, so we can't hire scouts because we did that as part of our sponsor plan. That's not good. But I think this game is a little more liberal with the driver development, especially the younger guys, because they're going to get really good no matter what. Uh, yeah, like for instance, guys who are like very high go for. He's not a good example to use. The example I'll use is Hajar. He is very high development rate. He'll be a pretty good driver in about a year or two. Teo, very high development. He'll also be pretty good. So that means his skill points he gets per race is going to be a lot higher on average. Alright. I don't want to waste too much more time here, so I think we'll take a brief look at the championship standings if you missed last episode. Ferrari won last week's race. Charles Leclerc got first. Max Verstappen second with the fastest lap. And then Carlos Sainz rounded out the podium in third. McLaren did pretty good. If you scroll all the way down, you see there we are, 21st and 22nd. And I hate to say it, but I think this next race is going to be more the same. Until we start getting upgrades rolling in, we're not going to be anywhere near competing with a lot of these teams. We were fighting with the Kick Saubers for a little bit, but obviously we did not compete with them. We did not have the long run pace to really fight any of those teams. Hopefully by either Australia or Japan we'll have some upgrades that'll give us that extra oomph we need to climb up the field. Let's go to our pit crew development here, our training schedule. I didn't think we had messed with this before, but take a look at it. If there's something I want to get right, if there's a championship I want to do well in, it's this one. So, first thing, we'll choose a preset. Pit stop time. Honestly, I said we go full send on pit stop time because chance of an error is high, yeah, but we're going to be last anyways. So, what's the point right now? So I think we're going to do that. If you don't like it, then sue me, I guess. But let's go. Oh, ATR starts today. See, I should have just waited till today. That's fine. We'll go to Saudi Arabia. Jeddah Corniche Circuit. Historic safety car chance, 66%. Expected pit stop count, 1 stop. So we're not going to be able to undercut anybody really in the pits to get good results. I think we're going to play it safe again. Team activity schedule. Okay, so our sponsors are not going to hold us back this weekend.
We're here in Jeddah, where the tension is boiling as we head into the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. We're on the shores of the Red Sea in the shade of Jeddah skyscrapers. This might be a dream setting, but as we know, in Formula One, not all dreams come true.
It's Ferrari who are currently ahead in the constructors' standings. But as it's only round 2, there's still plenty of time for that to change.
What will happen this weekend? Only time will tell.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Like I said, we're not going to mess with practice. I just want to get right into qualifying. Get the pain over with. So, FP1. We got... Oh, wow. We have a... This game has a lot more reserve drivers getting thrown in to our sessions. But Pato Award's been doing pretty good in practice. He had a good practice in Bahrain. He finished P3 there, I believe, in FP1. Vesti and Schwartzman did pretty well. I don't know how I feel about all these people getting in sessions, especially this early in the year. But got Chloe Chambers in the Haas, Colapinto, I think, in the Williams. So yeah, a lot of new faces getting. Ferrari had both of their drivers out for FP1. Interesting. Okay, so qualifying. Do the same as last week. Get our 2 flying laps in. Oh boy, car setup not looking good. Honestly, I should probably at least get a starting setup so that it goes off of that for the sim goes off of the base setup we use. But for now, makes kind of RP sense because we're a brand new team. These guys are struggling with a car that's not very quick. So that'll be our explanation or excuse, I guess. Alright, so we're going to manage session. It's going to be a pretty quick one anyways. So we sent Teo out first last time, so we'll send out Isaac first, and then we'll send Teo about now. Let's do an onboard lap. Oh, nope, I missed it. I hit the wrong button. I misinput. It was a misinput. Alright, so Teo had the fastest second sector, but I think he's the only person to... he's already lost it. So yeah, we're not... Uh-oh. Oh no, did he crash? Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. That's not good. What happened? Oh, no. Alright, so he's done. That's not good. Oh. It looked very distraught, as am I. So our red flag is active, session suspended. Alright. So Isaac's P1! Stop the count! End the session! Alright. Well, that kind of sucks. So let's do that. I hate that for us. But Teo's done. He's going to start dead last. Honestly, what is our run plan? Let's just send him out now. Screw it. What do we... Shoot! This is a track that has a lot of traffic issues because it's a street circuit. Narrow track space, so if there's a lot of traffic, it's going to really screw with our lap here. But I really want the count to stop. I'm okay with us being there. So that's just the... Oh, come on. I really like the way this car looks, guys. This is It looks a lot better than the one from last race, in my opinion. I like having because I kind of fixed how the sponsors look on the car so that they're in full color. I do kind of like that a lot better. That doesn't make a lot of sense. That kind of doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But anyway. He is yellow first sector for Isaac Hadjar. Second sector, we'll see how he does. Not really. Doesn't really look like he's improving too much. Yeah, Logan Sargent. Actually, only less than about 2/100ths of a second off of us. But it doesn't look like Hadjar is going to improve. Let's just double speed this a little bit. Get us to the line. And, oh gosh. Let's go times 16. Get us some. Just get this over with. Oh, Gasly went slower than us. Like, unironically slower. So, yeah. That's not too fun. I hope we'll have time for another lap. Oh, we qualified above both Alpines somehow here. But I think for now, we'll do one flying lap, new set of softs. So I do not. I hate that for Teo Porcher. Oscar with an 8-minute. He's 8 minutes off of Perez there for the lead. Lovely. All right. So we're going to send Isaac out at about 4 minutes. Rubber and grip aren't the greatest. Don't really like that. But we'll send out Isaac. Hopefully we won't have too much traffic to contend with. And hopefully the Alpines don't somehow get like a billion seconds of pace there to go past us. It doesn't set a good first or second. Not a great lap. Gasly is out there. Is he on a flyer? He's on an in lap. Oh! If he's on an in lap, that's actually pretty big, because we're going to out-qualify the Alpines, I think. That's pretty big, guys. We're not qualifying last. And it sucks, because Teo probably would have qualified decently well. But yeah. Not fun. Perez qualifies pole. Verstappen on the first row next to him. Go to the race. Alright. What are the reports? Let's look at our strategies here. Okay, we need to... Oh my goodness. Oh, our gearbox got screwed. Oh no. It didn't even look that bad. He must have just smacked the hell out of that wall. Alright. This pains me. Oh, my wallet. This is just going to cost us so much money down the line. Putting all these parts on. Okay. Well. I hate that for us. I really hate that. But see, yeah, his ERS and engine are both bad too compared to Isaac. Now, look at our strategies here. I think we're going to stick with the strategies that have been given to us here. I kind of like them. We'll kind of extend that second stint a little bit. Do one of those. A lot of tire saving for Teo. Maybe I don't like that, actually. Oh, boy. What do I like more? Saving on the soft tire. Oh boy. That did not look... Yeah, why is that even a strategy option? A one stop. No shot. So I think strategy C is a good one to go with. I think that's what we're going to do for Isaac. Basically the same strategy. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why is it killing his tires so much? Am I just... Is that not, like, the same strategy? Let's see. What the heck? Whatever. They're going to be different, but the same. We'll try to... We'll try to tire save with Teo, get us some track position, maybe. When other guys like Isaac are pitting. But as for the start, we're going to go full balls on the first lap. I'm going to only do this for the first lap. Previous games, it's been the first two because that's when DRS wasn't active. So I think since DRS is active on the second lap, we're only going to go full beans for one lap here. Alright. I think we're ready. Let's go into the session here. I'm fully expecting to just get past immediately here at the start. We're just going to do our own race, see how that goes, and it's lights out. Let's watch the front here. Perez gets away well. Verstappen coming up alongside. Will Verstappen try to go for the lead? No, Perez holds him out. Let's see how our guys are doing. They're stuck at the back in this sort of mess. Alright. We got Hajar 19th. He holds position after a not bad start. Oh, God. He's already going to be like a 10th off. I love the way this game's... I love the car sounds in this. And I like the way our car looks, too. Oh. He's trying to move. On Joe. Oh, look at that helicopter cam. I do like the way that looks. That's one of my favorite shots in Formula 1, is the helicopter shot from above. And I'm glad it's an option to be in this game. Gotta love it. So, we're already losing a lot of time to the pack in front. And I think the Alpines are going to be our big duel in this. Oh, what happened? Did Teo already crash? I sim for 2 milliseconds. He didn't even hit it that hard. Fudge. Alright. Well, I'll just go with that. Well, now we got a box. We got a... That ruins our race. That just killed our race. Okay, so... I have to see what we can do. So we're going to have to go with that, and then add a medium maybe at the end. Screw it. We're going to have to. Yeah. I hate to do this. We got to have to pit for hards. Yeah, we only have one medium tire we can use. Gah! And our front wing's screwed. So Teo's race is effectively over, is what where we're at now. Isaac, though, he's holding off pretty well. the Alpines, but he's actually closed up to the pack a little bit. We're just gonna go because Teo he's done. There's no shot that he even competes in this race. All right. In the process, Isaac got caught up, but Teo's coming into pits. We're going to have to make a pretty good stop here. See if all the time we put into our pit stop training will pay off here. So, Teo Porcher comes in with a broken ass front wing. Team's waiting for him. How good will our stop be? That's broken. Is an ERS problem. Well. Oh, that's just fantastic. Good stuff. This game's a broken mess so far. if I'm being 100% honest. If it didn't have my team in it, there'd be not a lot of redeeming features right now. But I think it's just a fresh release. It's going to have a lot of bugs at the start. But I can't wait to see what Frontier, since they actually listen to their audience, which is strange for game developers nowadays. But, yeah, Isaac's getting passed up by both Alpines here. See if he can stay in DRS. Yeah, not looking very good. So, our ERS. We're going to try. Teo, we're just going to go ahead and conserve fuel. Drive in clean air. Because he's just donezo. See if Isaac can hold on. Not really. Goodness gracious. Oh! Joe crashed. That might be big. We might not be dead last. So... That's my bad. I forgot to click on Joe's thing when it came up. But, yeah. Well, I'll try to do that. I forget, though. I'm used to not doing it ever. But, let's see. We're trying to fix the problem here. Okay, so now I see what's going on here. So that fuel thing has to be down, or else that'll increase the risk of faults. So I think for now what we're going to do... I like that a lot. Because it actually forces you to use different strategies. Bottas pits. So we got both kick Salvers behind us right now. Probably not for long, because Bottas is catching up. Joe has damage, though, so he's not going to have a lot of trouble passing us. How did... What? This game is a mess. I just watched the Williams drive through the Alpine pit box, and he just ran over and killed, I think, 7 Williams mechanics there. I love this game. And we just had Bottas get past us. And we've got Magnussen right on our gearbox. I'm sure Magnussen will probably get by the next DRS zone. Let's see. Teo. Yeah. We actually got DRS from Bottas, but Magnussen's just their top end speed of the other cars is just so much higher than ours. And here comes, even when we have DRS, the other teams are gonna try and catch us. Good job covering off there by Isaac. As long as we stay behind Bottas within a second, should be our... And we got passed. Oh, we're getting just absolutely mugged here by both Haas's. The other American team. Oh. Just got to keep Sargent. Not going to keep Sargent or Albon. Or really Ocon. I think if we just keep... I think unless Isaac has some horrible accident here, that would just really ruin my day. I think he's a lock for P20 as long as nothing bad happens. Oh my god, I thought that was karma. I thought that was karma coming to bite me. Uh-oh. Oh, he got squeezed by his teammate. Oh, Norris. This coming right off the heels in real life of the Hungarian Grand Prix. If you know, you know. Oh boy. That was a little interesting teammate moment there. But as far as our race goes, Hajar's looking pretty okay. I think we're going to deploy some... Another one. Honestly, the crashes that are happening... We'll box this lap for the hard tire. I know I hate hard tires, but we gonna have to learn to deal with it. So Joe actually got past us. And we had a pit stop issue, that's why. I can't be asked right now. Oh. Darn it. Gosh golly gee. Willikers. Alright. Let's go a little bit of aggressiveness here out of the pits. Go basically till we get our to optimum temperature. If Joe truly has damage, we shouldn't be having much issue catching him, right? Right? Oh. We're actually catching him. Wow. Good job, Isaac. Good job. He's on the soft tire, though. That'll be kind of a bold choice there. Now, with Teo, we can afford to push a little bit, but there's no point. We got chassis and suspension damage. The ERS fault's gone away, though. That's pretty good. But, yeah, there's no point. I honestly might consider retiring Teo from the race, because his car is just messed up. Joe's pushing full balls, though, so we got to be careful with him. Go a little aggressive on this hard tire. Basically keep it around 13 seconds. Alright. Harvest a little bit of ERS for good measure. We're on to one stop, so we got to make these tires last. With Isaac, we'll go ahead and get a little bit of ERS in there. Now we'll push. Now with Teo, we're going to go full aggressive, full attack here. Even though, again, there isn't really much of a point in doing that. Alright. So Go ahead and pit him this lap.
Okay, copy. Box.
Oh boy, he's getting lapped by like Ocon. That's crazy. Ocon's in 18th and he laps Teo. That's suboptimal. Joe's pitting. Alright. So with 17 laps. Oh, VSC. That's not fun. Because I just pitted with Teo.
Copy that.
Actually, we'll go full push. Because it doesn't really matter what you click. Because under safety car, they're going to charge everything anyways.
Copy.
Let's see what happened. Logan Sargent retired. Okay. Oh, he broke his wing, it looked like. Didn't really show what happened. But yeah, Sargent's out. See if it says what happened. Okay. It's only a VSC, so we'll let that play its course. Both drivers might get 20. Both drivers are going to be 21st. Let's go. We're going to actually meet our goal with both drivers. That's awesome. But, okay.
Copy.
So, Teo, we'll go full lap push. Isaac, we'll go ahead and call him off.
Copy.
Alright. Cool. I don't think we're going to be dead last. Honestly, that's a big... That's kind of a jump there. I forgot I was doing that. Oh, and the fault's back. Alright, we gotta... See, I knew that was gonna happen. I swear to God, if we retire from the race because of that boneheaded decision I made. Yeah, we're 43 seconds behind Gasly. So yeah, kind of an eventful race, but, you know, Max is up by 15 seconds. 16th. So, kind of like real life, but, yeah, we'll be a little more competitive. I'm a little more confident after this race that we'll be competitive with our upgrades coming in. I don't know how many laps down we are at this point. But it is kind of strange just how effortlessly the top cars lap us. I mean, we are the worst team, but... I mean, come on. Ricardo being lapped on a 50-lap race? Like, that's kind of... A 12th place driver being a lap down in a 50-lap race, regardless of the track, is pretty rare. So, we'll just mercifully end this race. Max wins. And, oh, wow, we gotta watch this battle. Sainz in second. Leclerc might get Perez here. Wow, Perez got mugged at the last second. Perez and Leclerc for that last podium spot, and Charles Leclerc gets it. Wow. I wish I'd watched that battle instead of what our cars were doing. Leclerc ran out of fuel, so let's look at our top 10. Max Verstappen winning ahead of Sainz, Leclerc, Perez 4th, 2 McLarens 5th and 6th. Lance Stroll P7, that's pretty good. Ahead of Lewis Hamilton and Fernando Alonso. Yuki Tsunoda getting that RB into the last point scoring position. Ricardo right behind him. Let's see. George Russell outside the points. I wonder what happened there. Both drivers finishing not dead last, so that's fun. Look at the driver standings. Max Verstappen leads the standings now, ahead of Charles Leclerc, Carlos Sainz. Constructors, Ferrari still leads by 8 over Red Bull. McLaren a little bit distant third, but they'll, if it's anything like real life, is shaping up to be, they'll be right there in the fight near the end of the season. Now, see how our pit stops went. Got a P10 today in the pit stops. Gives us 5 points in the standings. 8. Hey, we're good at something. Better than Mercedes and Williams. 7.5 second stop. We had a stuck wheel nut for Hadjar. But a really good stop for Porsche. 2.64. Wow. That's pretty good. And we got a little contract bonus for both guys. So that's always fun to look at there. So yeah, helipad's done. Memorabilia room's done. And I think that just about does it for this episode. Let's see, wrap up a few more things up. Post-race data. Let's look at how our design's coming. We lost, like, all our chassis. Oh, no, we didn't. Teo, man. I thought Hadjar would be our, like, problem child, but it's looking like the opposite here. So, yeah, our ERS is, we're going to have to get a new one for him. Yeah, I hate that for us. I really hate that for us. But anyway, Hadjar, he's holding this car together pretty well. Teo, I cannot say the same for. Might have to take that into consideration for choosing our driver lineup in the future. But let's see. When are our upgrades coming? I'm impatient. 6 days for our first 2 upgrades. So they'll be here in time for Melbourne. Don't know if we'll be able to manufacture them in time. Especially when we have to manufacture additional parts for Teo because he can't keep the car on track. But I think as far as tasks go, I think that's it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. We got a good result today in Saudi Arabia, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. See ya.